Here's why Christianity is the favorite punching bag for mockery and why we rarely see the same level of ridicule aimed at Islam, as evidenced by the recent backlash over the Paris Olympics opening ceremony. 1. Dominance equals target. Christianity has long been the dominant religion in many Western countries, which have historically shaped global culture and media. Being at the top means attracting the most attention, both positive and negative. Mainstream artists and media frequently mock Christianity because it's become so normalized. They know they can get away with it. Christianity is a familiar target. Imagine if a popular artist or a major media outlet decided to reference Islam in the same way. The backlash would be immediate and intense. In reality, neither the artist, the media team, nor the company behind them would dare to cross that line. For Christianity, however, the rule is different. 2. Historical context. Christianity's global spread was closely tied to European colonialism, often imposing itself on various cultures. This historical baggage contributes to its more critical and satirical treatment today. Islam, on the other hand, spread mainly through regions less impacted by Western colonial powers. This difference in historical influence affects how these religions are perceived and treated. 3. Freedom of speech. In Western societies, freedom of speech is highly valued, allowing for broad criticism and satire of various subjects, including religion. This often leads to more visible mockery of Christianity. Picture a major TV show or comedian deciding to make Islam the focus of their jokes, there would be significant backlash. Many Muslim-majority countries have strict blasphemy laws that prevent such satire, resulting in fewer instances of mockery. The severe consequences for mocking Islam stand in stark contrast to the more permissive environment for criticizing Christianity. 4. Media representation and normalization. The media and mainstream artists significantly shape the normalization of religious mockery. Criticism of Christianity has become so entrenched in Western culture that it's almost expected. This is partly due to the West's extensive freedom of expression, sometimes to an extreme degree, where targeting Christianity is seen as relatively safe. In contrast, mocking Islam would likely provoke severe backlash, fear of backlash, and potential boycotts, leading to increased tension and division. This difference highlights a broader issue of hypocrisy. While Western culture champions freedom of expression, it often fails to respect its own cultural boundaries. The same people who advocate for respecting other cultures frequently neglect to uphold this respect for their own, regardless of personal identification. Mainstream artists avoid referencing Islam in their work because they know they won't get away with it. If they were to mock Islam, the repercussions would be significant, revealing the selective application of respect and freedom based on cultural context. Christianity, meanwhile, has become normalized in its criticism, reflecting a stark contrast in how different religions are treated. 5. Political correctness. There is increasing sensitivity towards avoiding offense to minority groups, including religious communities. This often results in a more cautious approach to Islam compared to Christianity. Despite Islam being a global religion, it's treated as a minority in the Western context, leading to a protective stance. The fear of being labeled racist or Islamophobic results in a more restrained approach to criticism of Islam, while Christianity faces fewer such restraints. 6. Hypocrisy and moral posturing. There's a notable hypocrisy among those who are quick to criticize Christianity but react aggressively when Islam is critiqued. These individuals often defend Islam with intense fervor, portraying themselves as morally superior or exceptionally understanding. They might criticize Christianity to appear progressive and open-minded, but their overzealous defense of Islam highlights a selective approach to religious criticism. It's as though defending one religion excessively is a way to show high moral standards, while the imperfections of another are openly mocked. 7. The minority protection complex. In Western countries, where Islam is a minority religion, there's often an overprotective stance driven by a sense of moral duty or a savior complex. This can lead to avoiding any potential offense to prevent accusations of racism or Islamophobia, while Christianity, as the dominant religion, takes more hits. It's like trying to be the knight in shining armor for one group while allowing another to face the criticism head-on. 8. Moral clashes. Christianity's traditional values often clash with modern beliefs. Issues like homosexuality and abortion are handled differently in Christianity than in today's more liberal societies, making Christianity a frequent target for mockery. But why does Christianity face more mockery for its traditional views on homosexuality, abortion, premarital sex, and gender roles, while Islam and Judaism, religions that hold similar beliefs, are often spared from the same level of scrutiny? Is it because those who criticize Christianity are fearful of the repercussions that might come from challenging other religions? This selective targeting reveals a troubling hypocrisy. It's not just the content of Christian beliefs being criticized, but rather a reluctance to confront similar views held by other faiths due to fear of offending or being labeled. All three religions, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, share fundamental moral teachings. They all traditionally oppose behaviors like premarital sex and homosexuality, and they emphasize specific roles for genders within family and societal structures. Why are these shared beliefs treated so differently? Is it because addressing Christian views feels safer and more acceptable, while challenging similar beliefs in other religions might provoke stronger backlash or accusations of insensitivity? No religion is perfect, and all are open to criticism. Just as one can be a Christian and question certain teachings, so too should all religious beliefs be subject to thoughtful critique. If we truly value respectful dialogue, it must be applied uniformly, ensuring that all religious views are open to discussion without fear of double standards. The stark contrast in how Christianity and Islam are treated in Western media underscores a deep cultural hypocrisy. While the mockery of Christianity has become almost a norm, reflecting an unrestrained freedom of expression, Islam remains a taboo subject, avoided out of fear of backlash and potential conflict. This selective approach not only highlights a troubling inconsistency in how cultural respect is applied but also reveals a broader reluctance to address the tensions and divisions that come with it. In the end, it's a vivid reminder of how cultural dynamics and fears shape the boundaries of acceptable criticism.